let's chat about Surviving Twin Flames Part 2. And this is about the Netflix series. I did a Part 1 yesterday. If you didn't see that one, maybe you'll want to go back and watch that one. Sorry, I'm in my car. I'm waiting to go to choir practice, and I have a few minutes, and I didn't have time today to record a video. Here I am. I'm going to do it in my car using a street lamp. Let's see what I can remember here. I wanted to make myself notes, and I didn't. The big thing about episode 2 of this Netflix series is masculine and feminine energy, which we all possess. Assigning somebody like a masculine energy and saying you're the masculine part of the relationship, I don't agree with that. That's just so wrong, because we are a combination of both, each and every one of us, male and female. The episode also touched on homosexuality, which I hope I don't get banned here by saying that, but talking about people's twin flames and then saying that they were matching people up with people of the same sex when they themselves didn't see themselves as gay, bisexual, whatever. No, that is very, very, very wrong. To start assigning genders and saying you're something when you know you're not. What else did I remember? Oh, I'm trying so hard to think. Oh, outing people from a community when they disagree with the leader. True story. I actually worked with someone that did that. And just like some of the people in this Netflix series said, like, this was a red flag for them, that they obviously were not on board with that. I also wasn't. I found it to be very sketchy when you're kicking somebody out of a community because they disagree with what you say. A good leader, in my opinion, will take the opinions of those in a group and give those thoughts and opinions some consideration. There were also parts of this series where we got to see the interaction between the leaders of this twin flame group and how they talk down and are dismissive and divisive against the people who are essentially paying them to be in the circle. That's a big, hard no for me. I really struggled with this episode. I really struggled because I could see some things that were happening within this group that I had experienced in a group that I was once in, but it wasn't exactly the same. There were some differences. But what I want to say is this: you've got to listen to your gut. You've got to follow your heart and soul. When you know something is off, when you know that it's just not sitting right with you, that things that are being said or the way that people are being treated, like people, you talked about people working for free for them, which I've never experienced that, but that's an interesting thing to do. But people like so desperately want to belong to something that they go with it and they go for it and they do it. And it's so wildly confusing to me. Like, why would you do that? You're not getting anything out of it. How are you going to live? How are you going to pay your bills? Etc., etc., etc. There was that. Calling people names. Look, this is not an elementary school playground here, people. These are grown-ass adults. And to see these leaders, and I shouldn't say it was the Shalia girl, it was the other guy. He's so rude. Calling people names. Really, like, names that people would use, like, middle school. And so immature. Again, I have to end this video with my real thoughts, because I do feel like this video is a bit of a black eye for the coaching industry. These leaders are not representative of all of the people that are in the industry. Are there bad eggs? Absolutely. There's bad eggs everywhere you go in this life. Not everyone is bad. There are people that really do truly have good intentions. And I've been very blessed to be around, exposed, and work with people that do have other people's best interests at heart, that they really truly want the best for you. And they're not forcing you to be on this perpetual hamster wheel cycle of doing the mirror work or any kind of work to get over your blockages, or labeling some misgivings that you might have about something as a block. There's a time and a place to talk about blocks, but they were completely out of line. These leaders were completely out of line with what they were calling blocks to call people out. Because I think what they're doing also is they're living a very posh lifestyle. We got to see a little snippet of the nice house they live in and the big pool and the jacuzzi. They wanted to keep up that lifestyle. They wanted to keep going with that in order to keep the business flourishing. We've got to somehow get rid of the bad ones and continue to bring in new people. And there was talk about how they were placing ads and the target audience they were going for, which that was kind of wild. Again, if you want to work with a coach, if you want to do self-improvement, if you want to do self-awareness, read some books, watch some videos, get a feel for who the person is before you throw your hard-earned money at them. I will include myself in that. Research the people. Google their name. Google their business. Look at reviews. Check the Better Business Bureau's website. Has there been any complaints filed? There's a lot of things that you can do to protect yourself from falling prey to people like this. I have not yet watched the third, and I think that is the final episode. I won't have time to do that until maybe Friday when I'm on my exercise bike getting my cardio in. Maybe I'll do a video on Friday. I'm not sure yet. We'll see what my day turns out to be like. But that's my take on episode 2 of Surviving Twin Flames on Netflix. Put it in the comments if you're watching this and maybe what your takeaways are. I'm genuinely curious because I'm looking at this all through a very different lens than probably most of the people watching it. But I am interested to hear what other people are thinking who maybe don't have the influence in the circle that I do about the industry and about the people in the industry and the inner workings. I would love to hear your comments.